Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Let me just catch my breath. Give me 1 second. All right. So, ooh, oh, Lord. Today is just one of those days where we're rushing like a mofo. Let me take out some of this glitter. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm back in control of myself. Anywho, welcome to my channel, guys. I'm going to be doing a reading for y'all. Really quick reminder, I do have quite a few different workshops available. You can check all those out at k33academy.com/store. Sort of rushing today. Today's reading, you cannot avoid this. Whatever this is, it's unavoidable, and you can't avoid it. You got to deal with it, whatever it is. Okay. Whatever it is, you're needing to deal with it. All right. Get that. We're just going to do the 3 basic decks. Okay. Hold up, guys. I'm feeling very like lackluster. So, we just. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We're good to go now. Much better. Much better. We just need a little more sparkle in our lives, right? I moisturized my face. I mean, the difference a little does is amazing. All right. Oh, yes, I'll be live later today to do expedites. I'm going to be doing aura paintings this evening, 4:30, I believe, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Lindsay, and thank you, Nyaya. All righty. There's a link if you want to join my aura painting event later today. All right, here goes, guys. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you can't avoid this. This has to do with your power and the way your power will be intensified. Whatever this is, it's caused this period of your life to go upside down. Your manifestations are upside down. Your guidance and what you did with that guidance is upside down. But we're going to be cleansing all of this disbelief in yourself away. Okay. Whatever it is that needs to be cleared, it will be cleared. And you are going to become very, very dedicated to this process of remembering how to go back home to yourself. Your girl can do this fast. Hope, surrender, be still. Okay, rather than hoping for the best, what you really need to do, what would benefit you the most, is if you just surrendered to your process. Whatever your process is, it's going to require stillness on your end, meaning you can't keep looking for things or people to preoccupy you. Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired. Straight to the heart. You're okay. Maybe we need some COQ10. I think we do. This is okay. It doesn't. Let me just, I totally keep forgetting to take this. So I'm just saying, y'all, you need to be healthy. You need to be healthy. And part of being healthy is taking in the necessary components that you need. Oh, this is huge. Oh, we need vitamin E. We need the lecithin. We do. I'm saying. Oh. Oh my goodness. So let's see what else is happening here. Yep, you need to work on loving yourself. The main message from your soul is about loving yourself, taking care of yourself. This lack of belief in your limitless nature is really affecting the way you are traveling through these lessons that you're needing to master already. Like you've been dragging your feet on this. It's been dulling your shine. The way you drag your feet, it's just really, really been dulling your shine. Did you know that a higher RPM, revolutions per minute, on a buffing surface will create higher shine? Because what's happening is, depending on the compounds that you use, depending on the compounds that are used, the grit that's contained within that whatever compound, that's what's going to determine how shiny and mirror finish it can be. Excuse me. Sorry. So when I am shining things, oftentimes I want to use not the highest speed, but something that's a little bit higher. And you know, when your life speeds up, that's like your soul is adjusting the RPMs for the way it's going to polish you. So it's not enough for the diamond to be cut. The diamond in the rough, it's not enough to be cut repeatedly to bring out your brilliance. You need abrasion, varying degrees of abrasion. You're going to start with something that's more gritty, and it becomes finer and finer and finer until you're simply just polishing it at that point. That's the process that you're in right now. And if you allow this process, if you really allow yourself to surrender to this process, the type of luminosity, the type of brilliance that comes from within you and is showcased, projected outside of you, it's going to be very awe-inspiring. This right here, this card is irritating me. It keeps coming up. Galactic assistance. Like, ooh, that's what I keep missing. Okay. So, like, some of y'all heard that there's something that came through some doorway, right? You didn't hear from me. Y'all spiritual people who think all aliens are good. Y'all people who think, that you think. How do you know these things? How do you know these things? For some of us, we're just trusting a little too much. Unless you've shown me why I should trust you through your actions over a prolonged period, I'm not going to just trust you. I don't have trust issues. I have logic. I have intuition. It's time for us to graduate from this space of thinking that our logic and intuition, that's beautifully holding hands. These two are beautifully holding hands at the point of center. That's a trust issue. No, that just makes it difficult for you to be used, manipulated. Like, for real, that's not a trust issue. That's a motherfucking superpower in the world we live in. So, this card, this message that has been eluding me for days on end, I finally understand. Some of these aliens that you think are here to help are not here to help. They're here to harvest. Harvest and help are two different words. No joke. No joke. Y'all need to start being kind of skeptical of galactic federations and all of that information. Okay. As need to be skeptical. There are a lot of people who channel beings. Okay, let me slow this down. I have the ability to channel beings. I never do. Why? Because fuck that shit. I can hear you. I can see you. Whatever message you want to give me and my people, you can just tell me and I can share that. Why do you have to enter my space? That's logical. Secondly, what are you telling me for? I don't know who you are. You want me to tell someone what? Why? Why? Are you full of integrity? Hmm? Are you trustworthy? I mean, we don't know. We don't know. I don't know who you is. I don't know if you from the galactic hood. I don't know if you're from the galactic cartel. I don't know you. Why would I spread your message? We not homies. If I don't know you and you come up to me and you're like, hey, I know that we'll use Inyaya because I see her name. I know that you know Inyaya. You got to tell her blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be like, why can't you tell her? Oh, because she doesn't know me. Exactly. She doesn't trust you. You know, she trusts me. And that's why you want me to tell her. Why should I tell her? So that she'll blindly accept it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Nope. I'm not going to tell her. You know what I am going to do is I'm like, girl, you know, someone came up to me today and was like, hey, you know Naya, right? And I'm like, and they're like, oh, you got to tell her, blah, 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 blah. Do you know who told them to tell me to tell you this? Okay. That's how that's going to work out. That is how that is going to work out. You are not going to play telephone using me and my integrity as the delivery. Okay? My integrity is my own. You will not be using me as a telephone. So that's the thing. There's a lot of stuff being projected onto us puny humans, right? We're puny humans compared to other things. Yeah, they still need us for something. I don't know what. I want to know. But they need us for something. Whatever that is, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Okay. There are a lot of organic portals that have been activated, quite a few of those organic portals. Thank you for this reminder, Lindsay. Quite a few of those organic portals are very, very comfortably positioned within spirit communities as channelers, oracles. These are people who will tell you, yeah, no, I speak light language. What are you saying though? Oh, well, you just got to feel it. And then you'll be like, well, who is giving you this information? You have to trust source. No, I don't. I don't trust you. I trust source. And if it's coming from source, it's coming directly from source, directly to me. It's not going to use an intercessor. It's not going to use some kind of delivery method of another person. It's going to speak directly to me. So, unless you can tell me the manner with which you are being given these messages, who is giving it to you? How do you know this galactic being? Like I said, organic portals have been activated for some time now. And they're very good at just regurgitation. They don't question, they don't have depth to them. You guys got to be careful. We're approaching February 22nd. That is the completion of a cycle to receive. So 222, that's 6, right? 222, which is an elevation of guidance. You are receiving elevated guidance to what? 2023, which is 7. to complete the cycle of receiving. 6 is receiving, 7 is completion. 7 plus 6 is what? 13. 13 is a divine feminine. You are receiving Sophia, Sophianic wisdom. We are entering into the age where we can no longer be hoodwinked, bamboozled, unless you want to be. You want to just blindly listen to stuff. You can. You can. Absolutely, you can. Or you could also purchase parasitic extraction. You could also purchase parasitic extractions from my website, meevolving.com. I'm just being a dick this morning. Let me stop. There's a lot of things that are going on, and I'm looking at these cards right here. There's a lot of things going on. You're going to have to be careful about what it is you allow yourself to partake in, okay? A lot of the alien stuff is very muddled. It's very, very muddled. You just got to be very careful. I'm not saying all of it is invalid. A large portion of everything we're taught is invalid. Please, it's not just spirituality. Allopathic medicine is invalid. It's a trauma modality. It's there to address traumas. It's not health care. They're not trying to keep you healthy. They're mitigating symptoms, failing to even consider looking at the root causation of what's causing the symptomatic presentation. No, a large portion of the shit we are taught is nonsensical bullshit. You look at school, right? I'm totally going off on a tangent now. You look at school, what are we taught? About 90% of the shit we're taught from kindergarten all the way through graduate school, we're not going to apply to our day-to-day lives. We're not. When was the last time you applied the Pythagorean theorem? When was the last time you did an algebraic expression looking for an undefined variable? They teach you concepts that just preoccupy you so that you can be prepared for the next level of preoccupation. This is the period where all of those preoccupied moments are going to lead to what? A realization that you've been malignantly preoccupied for much of your life, and you will be placed before the door that has been left open for you to walk through, a door that takes you straight into your space of Sophianic wisdom. It's up to you what you want to do with that. But I will say, for many of you, you're probably receiving some twin ray communications that might not even be your twin ray. It's a preoccupation. Anything you want to say, Marlene? Anything you want to say, Marlene? Anything? She's like, why am I being put on the spot? I was just kidding. She hasn't really been talkative towards me for some time, a couple days. She's been very chatty Cathy with Mikey. They've been chatting, hushed whispers. So, okay. This might be expressed or experienced by some of you lately as hello. Telephone, hello. Is this mic on? Hold on. Testing. Am I live? There. Okay, so I'm live now. So let me just define fleeced. Okay. Of a sheep or goat having a woolly covering, a garment lined with a soft, warm fabric with a texture similar to sheep's wool. Okay. Obtain a great deal of money from someone, typically by overcharging or swindling them. Cover as if with fleece. I heard for many of you, you might have been fleeced. So, holy fucking shit. It's a transitive verb. To strip of money or property by fraud or extortion, to charge excessively for goods or services. The American people are about to be fleeced. Why the fuck would you say that to me if I'm not supposed to say it out loud? You don't say it after. He said it to me. I repeated it. He goes, not to everyone else. Why would you say that to me? You got to first say, don't repeat this. No, he just says it. And knowing I'm like repeating what he's saying. Well, the wool is out of the bag. Yeah, more so than we already are. More so. Is this why you prevent me from buying a home? This is why, huh? I'm so irked. I'm just so irked. I'm saying that's me hovering. Okay. This is fucking bullshit, dude. Okay. I don't know what you need to do to prepare, but you need to be prepared. Would universal life insurance should we dump money there? I mean, how do you prepare? We need to establish a barter system, a barter network. That's what we need to do. We need to establish this is a lot. This is a lot. Let me look at the etymology of fleeced. Okay. It's from the 1530s in the literal sense of to strip a sheep of fleece. From 1570s in the figurative meaning to cheat, swindle, strip of money. You know, can I just say it? We need a whole motherfucking revolution is what we need. We need to return back to a state of anarchy. I'm saying anarchy is a state that you have very real consequences for your actions. You don't fuck around, you don't find out. You fuck around, you absolutely find out. Order will always reestablish itself. And if we stand as strong individuals, we build a strong community. If we gather together as weaklings who are afraid, our community will then be targeted by those who seek to lead the fearful. You cannot lead me if I refuse to follow. I'm just saying, this is just my opinion. We need to get the we need to get the sanctuary established already. We need to build structures on there so that people can come live there and we can begin producing the things that are needed. And as a member of the community, you shouldn't have to pay for that. You can barter for the things you need. That's what we need. That's what we absolutely need. If you remove money from the equation, none of the stuff that people covet means jack squat. It means diddly fucking squat. It really does. Is that Bugatti gonna feed you? Good luck. Good luck. I think we have really gotten so far off base of what's important, what's necessary. The most powerful thing we can do as individuals is form communities of strong individuals. A community made of strong individuals will never fold. Never. It will not fold because there's not one singular person that is holding the whole thing up. When one tree falls in the forest, does the entire forest crumble? No. We all have to be very deeply rooted in the reality of who we are and what we are capable of as an individual and as a member of a powerful community. And it's just, yeah. Rather than allowing myself to be fleeced with their their bullshit programs and stuff. For example, you know, our artesian breads from Soulwork Synergistics, our church makes artesian breads, right? And they raised the price of eggs astronomically. Fine, we'll make everything vegan. Fuck you. What else do you want to do? You want to change the price of the flowers we use? I'll grow that shit myself. And we'll flower it ourselves. Don't fucking play with me because I'm that type of stubborn. I am that degree of stubborn. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I think we all need to become a little more stubborn and a little less compliant, a lot less compliant. Our compliance is the very thing that fuels our subjugation. So I still take care of a lot of my brother's things, right? And I was helping take care of some of his disability stuff. And I've been getting notifications. I mean, I could have sworn, like, wasn't there talk about all benefits are going to be cut off? And, because, like, isn't our country in default? Why the fuck am I getting notifications that they are increasing SNAP benefits and disability benefits and SSI awards? And, I know they're not being generous. I know they don't give a fuck if you're struggling. I know that for a fact, because if they did, he wouldn't still be waiting for his fucking benefits to kick in. If they actually cared, none of this would be a struggle. So what the fuck's actually going on? Driving us further into, let me get off this topic. Let me get off the topic. What's the solution? My solution is a challenging solution. Why? Well, because it forces us to find the courage to hold motherfuckers accountable. That's why. Because there will be people who will defend the matrix that they have become so addicted to existing within. That's the issue. That's the issue. We all know what the problem is. We all know the root source of the causations. But everyone's afraid. Everyone's afraid to this and that. I'm not talking about a violent uprising. That's just, that they want. They're prepared for that. Everyone's pretty much disarmed at this point, right? You had a question. People are talking about like pew pew control, right? We need more legislation, more legislation. No, we don't. No, we don't. What we need to do is actually have people who are pro pew pews to be the ones creating the legislation. If you don't know the difference between a magazine or a clip, you need to shut the fuck up. Yeah, and there's no such thing as a mag clip. That's stupidity right there. If you're going to call my magazine a clip, you have no idea the difference between a fully automatic assault rifle and a long rifle, home defense, a sidearm. You should not be part of the legislation process. If you think that a stock that helps improve your accuracy and your safe handling of a pew pew is evidence that it is an assault something, you need to shut the fuck up. When you dictate that the things that will create better handling for much safer use, appropriate use, is somehow what? Criminal? You need to shut the fuck up. You do. You do. You really, really do. And people will have all of these different opinions of different things. That's fine. It's okay to have differing opinions. It's not okay, unless we really want to be real here, it's not okay for you to infringe on my Second Amendment. If you feel that it's okay for you to infringe on my constitutionally protected right to bear arms, then we need to start having conversations as to how long you've known that we have not been in a state of constitutional operation. We need to have a conversation of why you are okay with the people at large not being made aware to the degree they need to know that this is a corporation, not a constitution, and the peace officers that we have, these civil servants, they are not here to protect and serve us. They are here to protect and serve the corporation and to enforce corporate maritime admiral law. Because really, all these things that we're going to have to go through very soon, we're choosing that. We're choosing that when we choose to look away, when we choose to pretend. Mm-hmm. And I'm very limited as to what I can say publicly. Why? Because according to etheric analysis of the pros and cons of unrestricted communication versus the restriction of reach, it's been determined the restriction of reach is not acceptable. That's why. It's not because I'm afraid. It's because I need to remain visible. That's the only reason why. So the more you guys are ready to hear a lot of the things that need to be said, the more I'd be able to say. And that's just the reality of it. Until more are ready, then I'm not given the green light to. And anyone who's been with me for years, you know the things that I talk about now, you're like, holy shit, why didn't you tell us before? Weren't ready. Not weren't ready because I determined you weren't, but because that's what the collective whole determined. It was not time. We're approaching a time where there's a lot of things that will be given the green light. That includes information, right? You're going to receive information. That includes abundance coming in to a select few who are here to shift the paradigm. We're going to Robin Hood the shit out of this. I can't say that I'm not delighted by that prospect. I mean, I'm still coming to terms with it. I'm still coming to terms with it. Like, how would it play out? What are the pathways that would be used? What events? But I'm not opposed at this point. I'm so not opposed. I'm not opposed to receiving all of that. So we could just Robin Hood the shit out of it. Yeah. I really don't need much in life. I don't. I don't need much. I can live within a very stringent budget. I'm not opposed to that. I'm also not opposed to feeding people I don't know, housing people I don't know, providing medical aid to those I don't know. I'm not opposed to addressing the needs of strangers with zero desire or expectation of even a thank you. I do things because they're necessary, because it's what my heart tells me is necessary. If you begin to really allow yourself to enter in a space of cleansing through fire, you know, we're about to approach a time where we will be baptized in flame. Okay? We're coming home to the flames, to the fire, right? You got to be careful about these type of flames. The twin ray flames, some will be bamboozled. What? I was forced to give my ID in San Mateo while in the passenger seat of an unnecessary stop after being trailed for being brown following dinner at the Barrel, which was fabulous, by the way. Girl, don't get me started on Khalifas. Don't get me started on Khalifas. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't do it, Emmy. Please don't do it. Let me just slap some conformity into me. Fire cleanser. This shit's gonna burn down. The pathways are going to be cleansed with fire. It's almost like a cauterizing action that's occurring. All of these different pathways where the unnecessary is being removed. If you're performing some type of surgical procedure in an area, excuse me, that is highly vascular, typically the ideal course of action is to use a cauterizing tool where you are sealing that shut. If you have some type of cavity within the body that you want to efficiently heal and prevent further infection from entering there, typically you want to cauterize that as well, so it will create scarification that will seal that cavity shut. And that's kind of what this sacred flame is doing. It's cauterizing the wounds that have been allowed to bleed through, the wounds of our ancestors, the wounds of the ones who came before us, those who were subjugated by galactic assistance, or they were subjugated under the guise of galactic assistance. So now it's this thing of we're entering into a space of correction, and what's being corrected is the very thing that needs to be. If you're going to be afraid of the process, then the process is going to be much harder. If you're going to be afraid of the process, but you can find the courage to properly participate in that process, then it's going to be a process, and that's it. It's a process. What? Mm. Let me not say. Y'all know you can't just claim sovereignty, right? You have to go through the proper channels and file the proper things and have the proper documentation from the proper organizations that go beyond sea to shining sea. I can't talk about it. Dark interference in reverse. The demonic shit is coming to an end. That's just plain and simple. Their reign is coming to an end, the demonic shit. And they're wilding out. I don't give a fuck. I got a size 9 boot to shove up your ass. Oh shit. I don't give a fuck, demon. I'm sick of demonic shit for real. I'm not even joking. I'm sick of demonic shit. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves us. Let us behave. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Girl, you know my ass is non-compliant. You know my ass is non-compliant. I do not need to show you my ID unless you're accusing me of criminal activity that you have either witnessed or another person has witnessed and is reporting to you. And thus you have probable cause. Motherfucker, I'm not showing you shit. I don't got my purse. You can suck it. I am not compliant as fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't. Sorry. No habla inglés. I know. I'm not above acting like I don't. I will. Do you guys ever hear me talk about how someone was trying to talk to me in a store? And I was just like, oh, you can't hear? I'm like, they were talking louder. Louder. I don't give a shit. I don't want to talk to you. I am non-compliant. I am not ashamed of my non-compliance. I am non-compliant. You already know, and yeah, don't laugh too hard. Save some of those calories for later. Oh my gosh. Card number 25, interference siege all. So what they're doing, because the demonic shit is not able to, be as effective anymore, they turned on all of the organic portals. It's gone active. And so now it's just running interference. There's going to be plenty of things, people, whatever, that's going to try so hard to derail your progress. It's up to you if you want to allow that self-sabotage to occur. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I really, really wouldn't. I really, really wouldn't. Like, how can someone encourage you to self sabotage? Well, if you give your power away by allowing yourself to exist in a reactive state, then yeah, you give your power away. Case in point, my violent stalker from Switzerland. So there's a whole criminal case going on. We're in the process. Oh, I found information. I'm going to give it all you guys right now. This is the email if you want to email. Oh, yeah, I should make a post. This is the US Embassy. This is their email address. I was in contact with a whole bunch of different things. The ambassador for Switzerland in the United States, his name is Jacques Pitelode. And then you can email him right here. You can go ahead and email the actual consulate right here. If you would like to email their consulate about the blocking of visas strictly in Washington, D.C., there's the email. If you would like to call their headquarters in the Swiss headquarters stationed in Washington, D.C., their primary ambassador, he's in charge of all Swiss affairs in the United States right there. His executive assistant, this is her LinkedIn account if you would like to contact her regarding this. The assistant to the Chancery in Visa Affairs, Swiss Visa Affairs. This is her LinkedIn in case you want to message her regarding, feeling unsafe, all the threats. I've pulled together the different emails that specify the exact threats, not just to me, but to all of us. And the thing is this, going back to what I was talking about, if I give my power away, I would do so by reading these emails where these really graphic threats are being made. And I would feel afraid. I would feel upset and triggered and angered. And I just, at this point, it's like, keep sending emails. I don't give a fuck. All you're doing is continuing to build the case. I hope you go to jail for a very long time. And I hope their jail system is like any other jail system. Yeah. Let them take care of you. I don't care. Got nothing to do with me. You want to harm people, you want to threaten, you want to do all of these different things. That's on you. Got nothing to do with me at this point. And I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not going to be scared about it. I'm taking all the necessary action. I'm taking all the necessary precautions. I'm making people aware when their name is mentioned. I privately will contact you, let you know, like, hey, this is what was written. Your name was mentioned. There's not much more I can do. I'm not going to invest my emotion into that. Because there are people who exist, especially organic portals like that stalker. That's a straight up possessed organic portal at this point. They seek to really drain your energy, like really, really try to drain that energy. How? Why? Well, through your participation, based on fear, based on anger, hatred. I don't even have hatred. I'm kind of just like pathetic. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It is. It's pathetic. Making threats to a little girl, a newborn, making threats to what? My brother with a heart condition. I wish you would knock on his door. That's not gonna end well for you. That's not gonna end well for you at all. At all. In the state of California, if you enter into the home, that's considered self-defense. If you're on property lines, that's considered self-defense. You should look up Dirty Harry laws, protect your castle laws. Yeah. Certain states, you have to give them the opportunity to run away. Depending on the county and the state, being within property lines is enough. Being in the dwelling, more than enough cause. You can use lethal force. I'm saying, when you've made your intention known to take a life, disabled people, children, I have to believe you. I have to believe that. And it is my obligation to protect my family. That's all I need to know. That I live within a county that supports protect the castle. I can lay you out. within the home and still be within my protected rights to defend my family. And that's all I need to know. And I will just continue to live my life free of fear. A lot of these organic portal things, these are cycles that are trying to put you upside down in your space. And what you need to remember is the galactic heritage you come from. The knowledge stored within you is your greatest weapon in any environment you're in. The knowledge stored within you is the greatest weapon you will ever have in any environment that you are in. Trust yourself. A lot of the reason why you can't apply the knowledge that you have is because you don't trust it. You don't trust you. That's not a homie. What? Were they joking? Were they joking? They were joking, right? Because I'd be like, that's a shitty joke. Shitty enough for me to not want to be your friend. I hope they were joking. All of this process leads to growth. It leads to you building yourself up in order to be able to properly receive the rejuvenation you need. You know? It's okay for you to have boundaries and standards that will deter certain types of behaviors and attempts, you know? Like for me, literally, I am fully capable. My husband is fully capable. My older children are fully capable of home defense. You know, we've never had to. We're not a violent family. We're not an aggressive family. We're not aggressive. Well, I'm aggressive. If you force me to be aggressive, yeah, I can be. Absolutely. Because why the fuck not? Which is to prove to you I'm spiritual. You didn't respect my spirituality when I was peaceful. Why would I continue to be peaceful when you couldn't respect it then? I'm saying this is some stuff you guys got to ask yourself. You know, I'm not one that likes to promote aggression or you know, combative stuff. I don't like that. But if you make me feel like I have no other option, then I have no other option and I have to believe what I feel. And if I have no other option, I will create options for myself. And that's the logic you need to begin having. You know, and it's not just have that logic when there's conflict. Have that logic for your finances. Have that logic for opportunities to grow yourself, to heal yourself, to make yourself whole again. If I don't have the opportunities, I will create them. Do you think someone approached me and gave me the opportunity to have the platform I have? No, I created that. Not only did I create that, I was challenged through the process of creating it by people who didn't want to give me permission to exist. I don't give a fuck who gives me permission or not. The fact still remains God itself co-signed me into existence. And you will never trump the signature of the divine. You won't. Not in my eyes. You won't. Oh, it's a guy? Mm-hmm. That's straight small d energy. What kind of... That's whack. Put a spell on you, trying to scare you. You know why? They probably feel how much more potent your energy is than theirs. I mean, maybe if they do some semen retention therapy, they wouldn't feel so depleted and competitive towards you. I'm just saying. Send them a digital book on tantric practices. I'm saying, maybe they need a hormone balancing supplement too much estrogen. He has too much estrogen in his system. I'm saying. I can't believe someone wrote. Let me not. You guys, I gotta get going. My class is gonna start in a few minutes. You know, whatever it is that we cannot avoid, how about let's rephrase it? Let's reframe it in our minds. We should not avoid this. This is the opportunity for us to create better opportunities for ourselves. Creating opportunities for yourself has nothing to do with stepping on other people. It has nothing to do with maltreating others. Creating opportunity for yourself is creating opportunity for yourself. That doesn't make you opportunistic. That doesn't make you shady. It doesn't make you someone who's questionable in their integrity. It doesn't. People are going to say whatever they're going to say. Let me tell you, I've never screwed anyone over, ever. I've had plenty of people try to screw me over many, many times for no fucking reason, just because they thought they could, right? So, to whatever bitches want to try and say behind the scenes that I screw them over, produce the evidence, publish it. Post it publicly, the original file, the entire email, the entire thread of emails. Post it all. And let's really fucking see. Post every single fucking conversation. Let's really fucking see how I conduct myself behind the scenes. Let's really see. Don't delete any of your shit either. Don't delete any of what you said. Post the entire thing. See, when you live in a state of integrity perpetually, I got nothing to fucking hide at all. You want to post something? Go ahead. Go ahead. There'll be consequences for real. Go ahead, though. If you're only going to post parts to really manipulate some type of narrative, there's going to be consequence. There's going to be real legal consequence. But go ahead. Illustrate who I am. Make sure you include everything, though. Make sure you include everything. Live your life to that degree of integrity. I'm a motherfucker. If something doesn't get scanned at the grocery store on accident and we're already in the car or at the car, loading groceries into the car, and I see that, we're walking back into the store to pay for that. My husband's like that too. So no, some people will be like, that's a gift for you. No, that's still theft. It's still theft. So I see it as this is a test from creation to see where my integrity is today, right where it is every single day, right where it is every single day, centered in truth and honor. Sitting on a bench of Bushido. I gotta go. You guys, you cannot avoid this. Whatever this process is, you cannot avoid it. It's something that's going to be intense. Maybe just on a personal level, maybe on a global scale. We don't know. We don't know. There is fleecing going on, apparently. I think one of the most powerful things you can do is, rather than continuing to bank at a large bank, pull it all the fuck out, put it in a, I don't know, credit union, smaller bank. If you have considerable, resources, put it in universal life insurance. Be your own fucking bank. That's what I would do. Yep. You can pull loans from yourself and pay yourself with interest. None of that counts as income. From my understanding, none of that counts as income. When you pull a loan from yourself, I'm saying, they don't want you to know any of this. They can't make any ads or anything like that. They're restricted from giving you the information that you need to properly set yourself up. Minimal tax liability, tremendous potential for generational wealth, using a trust. Right? There's so many different things that you need to learn about and begin utilizing. We need to exit out of this paycheck to paycheck existence. We need to, all of us, we need to. And if you think, your neighbor is your competition, baby boo, they live in the same neighborhood as you. They're just as poor as the next person. We are all the poor people. It's okay. That doesn't diminish our worth. Unless you believe the shit they teach you about if you're poor, you're worthless. I don't fucking think so. I don't think so. Even at my poorest, I was the most valuable I've ever been. Because it was at that point that I began to really let myself experience the true gravity of what I can offer the world. At my poorest is when I discovered the truth of my worth. It goes beyond any type of money that I could ever acquire. It goes far beyond that. When you begin to understand what your worth is, you no longer participate in a monetary system, this false fiat that we all are oppressed by. It's some made up shit. It is some made up shit. You cannot avoid this. This point of realization of where you are headed and why. You're headed back to the throne room to reclaim your crown. I think all of us are. It's up to you if you want to take the steps to get there, or if your soul has to drag you there. For some, I guess it's within your contracts to simply witness others go through this process. It's okay. You're still valid. Right? You're still valid. But if you're one of those people who have been contracted to actually go through this process, you cannot avoid it. You can't. There's going to be a major push. You're going to feel a lot of pressure, and then you'll feel the relief of the release. That's how this process will be initiated. It'll come in waves. And the more you comply with and surrender to the will of your soul, no one else, not even to me, the more fluid the process will become and the easier it will be to get to where you need to be. But a lot of changes. There's a lot of holding patterns that have been occurring. Those holding patterns are now going to be released. All of that energy that you accrued as things were held in place over the next maybe 2-3 months, they're going to be released, and you're going to find you have created a massive opportunity for something profound, something life-altering. But if you're not going to do anything with that opportunity, then nothing's going to happen with it. You're not going to be given something with no effort on your end, not from your soul. This is a time where you choose how much effort you want to place into what you are investing in for yourself. Okay, guys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. If you don't already know, I'm going to be going live today at 4:30, I think, p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be doing aura paintings. There's 2 options for the aura paintings. You can check it out. The link is already created, or the live stream is already created. You just have to look for it here on this channel, and there's links in the description as well as in the comments. There's one that's pinned in the comment. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye, everyone.